Welcome, Aries. I was just getting a message for you guys. And this is for Aries from November going into December. And the message was coming up. I was seeing the symbol for Aries first, like the horns. And then I was seeing like a sheep or a goat. You know, the shape, they kind of look like an arch as they jump and leap, kicking their feet up in the air. And I was definitely getting that swift kick like, you know, your dog would do after they poo and they really are digging into the dirt to dig up that grass. So I was seeing that, and then they became a unicorn. And then I was seeing a stampede of unicorns, but they weren't in a big group. It was more of a channeled stampede of unicorns coming in. And it was more like 2 by 2, but they weren't necessarily lined up 2 by 2. It was just a mass stampede of unicorns, but they were in a channeled form. So very interesting, especially since Aries is in the North Node right now. So, Aries, what do you have for me today? So, I've called in any high vibrational guidance that wants to come in for you today. And we have the messages of love oracles for the end. We're going to start with the Fortunes Oracle, and I have the Universal Golden for the read and the Rider-Waite Mini for clarifiers today. Let's leave these separate here. So let's see what's going on here. Stand up, love. That was a message for you. Stand up, love. It's 12:44 on the clock now, which is the 12 of the Hanging Man and the 44, which is the 4 of Cups, which can be boredom and apathy, but for me it's very much an energy of grounding and integrating, the time to be still, to take in what you've experienced and learn how to receive love. So Aries. I just turned 45 too, and it's interesting, it's 12:44 to 45, and I was born at 11:44 to 45, but not in this time zone. It was an hour behind us, so literally my birthday is at 12:44 to 45 because I'm on the East Coast. So there's this energy of birthing for you, perhaps in another time zone or another dimension. Let's see what comes up here, Aries. Aries for November to December 2023. The best and highest good of all is concern for Aries. Going into all the holidays. What do we have here for Aries? All right, we have luck. 19 is the sun, so that's amazing. You have good luck. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. And the sun is all about, you know, full power and happiness, sunshine, vacation. We have the key coming up here too with the 15, which is the shadow. And when I get the shadow with the key, I always get the skeleton key. So actually having the key that opens all the doors, not just some of them. All right, so very interesting there as we saw that stampede coming in. You know, opening, it's like I'm just seeing the procession of doors opening and boom, 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 like the domino effect. And then we have love with 17, which is the star and dreams coming true, healing, shining your light. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. All right, so beautiful, very powerful there. The bottom of the deck is the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and the fire here. Letting go of emotional upheaval to embrace the renewal of the present. And this is, you're letting go of this because this is the underlying energies. Okay, so this is the 3 cards that you have. The sun, the devil or the shadow here, and the star. And that can be representing detoxing to heal as well. As the sun, using the sun, make sure you get plenty of sunshine, you know, especially if you work indoors all day. All right, Aries, what do you have for me today? I'm kind of excited. With anticipation. So if you feel like, I was just getting to, like if you feel anxious, it's because you're excited. So just look at it from another perspective, and the Magician just dropped out for you. So these are all uprights. These are going to be upright and reversals, the clarifiers. The shuffle isn't very smooth though. Let's see here. That's better. That's better. And this sage doesn't always burn well, but yours is burning really well. I usually can't even keep it lit, and yours is burning, and I'm losing my voice a little bit there too. So there's that fire, that ash going. That came up in my Instagram post today too, so you might want to read some of my Instagram posts from this morning. Okay, Aries. Clearing my throat. I was just getting a reference to the goat, even though Aries is the ram and the sheep. The goat keeps coming up with you. So there's this reference of, let me just get this behind me, of similar but not the same. But also that could be bringing up Capricorn because the devil came up here with the shadow here. All right, Aries, November to December 2023 for the best and highest good of all is concerned. Aries, 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 Aries. All right, first card up for you, Aries, is the Two of Pentacles. Very interesting. Because the days of the month never get up to this number, because the Two of Pentacles is 70, and there's not that many days in a month, so even at the end of the year, we don't get up to 70 yet into the Pentacles. But I posted this card today, my own card, because it had to do with Salvira, the chapel, the Jesus's chapel in the south of France was coming up, and I posted about that, so you might want to check that out as well. But this is the Two of Pentacles, right? It's the balancing act, the juggler, right? This is energy of trying to stay balanced or performing. This can be trying to distract people, but here there's, not much to distract them from. It's just a simple life every day. This could be somebody doing street performing as well. And they don't have clown shoes on. They have like regular shoes on. So it's not their regular job. But I just play one on TV. That's coming up for you. That's funny. So he is literally speaking to you as I was trying to clear my voice when we started. The challenge for you, Aries, is the Eight of Swords, which is anxiety, which we talked about that just before we started. Seeing that anxiety is actually excitement, so just change your perspective. And again, in this card, there's plenty of space to walk out if you want to. You could get yourself out of this, but it's your choice. So there's a challenge of this energy of imprisonment. You could be in prison or know somebody who's in jail here, which could be a challenge for you. Perhaps you're trying to juggle things around to get them out. But the foundation here for Aries is the Queen of Swords. Again, speaking her truth, and I was trying to clear my throat in the beginning. So perhaps this could be you or somebody else speaking their truth, and you're having trouble clearing your throat here because you need to speak up. So this could be an air sign, but Virgo comes up with the Queen of Swords as well. So this could be the challenge, her imprisonment, because she looks like she could be stuck at home. Maybe she's not doing well right now. Or perhaps she's just cozy at home channeling or speaking from home. The Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland was coming in, which is not your typical Queen of Hearts. She's more like the Queen of Swords, right? The Queen of Swords is the grieving widow. But and my gosh, your sage is burning like crazy right now. So you have a lot to burn off with that fire coming up, right? Remember the underlying energy here is fire. And I'm telling you, most of the time I cannot keep that even lit for the beginning of the video because it goes right out. We have the Queen, so there's some kind of breakthrough I'm getting. This energy of of Alice in Wonderland and the Queen of Hearts, right? She's like off with their heads. She's much more like the Queen of Swords here, but she's called the Queen of Hearts. So there might be a crossover between the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords here as well. There could be some tough love right there. What's in the recent past for you, Aries? You have the Six of Wands, which is the journeyman coming in with the good news at the end of the war. Somebody who's getting a lot of attention or with a good reputation, perhaps leading by example. I'm getting leading by a nose. And there's the horses. Look, the unicorn's coming in. And they're stampeding in, they're channeling in, they're funneling in to this. I got street urchin, not merchant, but urchin. It's really interesting. Let's see where this goes. Crowning here for you is the Nine of Pentacles, which is the sovereign person. They have everything they need except perhaps someone to share it with. And perhaps they do have a partner, but they're very independent. So this could be an independent child, but it can be someone of any age. It just references their sovereignty. It also can reference a young pregnant person as well. Let's see here. And so we have two feminine energies here, earth and air. I was having trouble breathing right there. So someone could be dealing, maybe you dealt with a fire recently, or you're dealing with a fire right now. And there's this, I was just getting that with this too, right? The need to come in and help. Maybe you're helping other areas of the world rebuild from some tragedies that have happened recently. This is a wake-up call, the Judgment card. And normally I would get like Michael as the archangel here, but I was just getting like baby blues. And I posted a cloud picture on my Instagram too, which was literally a baby. You should check it out. It's pretty beautiful. With a plane that's diving straight down. So I don't think there's been any plane crashes or anything. And it was very metaphoric in my message. It had nothing to do with plane crashes. But it was diving straight down in the picture. So there's something about that. This could also be a famous crash that happened in the past, has come up for revisit, or maybe someone made a movie about it. But there is the wake-up call here, an announcement. The Pied Piper also comes up. I actually posted the American Pie, the day the music died, coming up here with this as well. You see yourself, Aries, as the High Priestess. And this can be an alternative person, a psychic, but it also can be someone of any religion here. But there's a hook in the crown here, and there's Viking energy around this. There's also Greek energy with the food and the salt and pepper energy. Salt and pepper hair could be coming up, but you see hers is very red with like pepper in it. Peppery red. Maybe someone has red hair, but they're graying, so it's kind of pepperish but red. But olives are coming up with that card as well. But that's how you see yourself. So, you know, are you a psychic? Are you religious? Do you have a Viking background? Do you have a background of redheads in your family? And you are Aries, right? A very fiery person, perhaps. But there's olives here referencing Greek or Italian, perhaps, with a lot of what do I want to say? I want to say apricots. And that, I'm getting the Greek type of spread, you know, with cheese and avocados are coming up. But I want to say something else too, not just the apricots, but I'm just blanking out on the name of the fruit. But just unusual spreads here, other than the typical Greek spread and Mediterranean. But salt and pepper coming up as far as the food and also the hair. And again, there's this energy of being blanketed, right? Same energy here and here, right? All cuddled up, wrapped in a blanket. But she's got a cross on her and she does not. She's free of attachments, is what I'm getting. So what's here around you, or how others might see you, is the King of Swords. And he's kind of very rough in this deck, and he's got a power peg between his legs here. There's 16 candles, basically. So 16 candles could be coming up for you as well. But he's very military and police, but he also has like ski boots on. So this could be, the movie just came out, didn't it, about the event from, and this, now the fire's raging even more. The avalanche from, what year was that? I can't remember. But that movie came up on Netflix. I don't know if it was in my feed or just I happened to cross it, but that was coming up. That was Tahoe. And now we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords with you in the middle of them. And they both have these kind of like, you know, Viking helmets on. very warlike or Viking-like. So do you have that Nordic history? But that's not what this energy is getting. So this could be Nordic history, and perhaps you're more, Middle Eastern here. The block here for you is the Six of Pentacles, which is about sharing and being charitable. So you're challenged by anxiety or imprisonment, and you're blocked by sharing or charity, or perhaps even receiving charity. Do you have a problem with giving it or receiving it, or both? We have Aquarius here. For me, this is Aquarius. And you do have all these air signs here. So it's heavily in Aquarius. The High Priestess for me is Pisces, but also Virgo, sometimes Aquarius. And this is coming up for Aries. So it's not, Aries isn't coming up as your primary energy right here. And as a matter of fact, the only fire energy is here with the Six of Wands. And again, there's the unicorn stampede coming in. What's at the end here for you is the World. And there's that energy of coming full circle. I was just getting the stampede coming in. Look at the lions and tigers and bears, right? The bulls and the lions. That could be sports as well. The Olympics, the Olympic ceremonies. But she's carrying 2 strands of DNA there, marching to the beat of her own drum, as opposed to what someone else tells her to do. There's also that energy of the mirror, which I don't normally get, but today I am, of looking at someone's self in the mirror and liking what they see. So perhaps someone's been working on themselves. This is also Pisces energy for me. The Divine Feminine, perhaps a neighbor. This could be coming full circle, traveling around the world, perhaps jogging around the neighborhood, which is why you feel good about yourself right now, perhaps. So a lot of Pisces, perhaps Virgo and Aquarius. And then all the air signs coming up here. This is like crazy for you. And look at the candle over there. That's like busy too. These two are very still. So the two that sit together are still, but the ones that are apart are fuming. I'm not laughing at you, but it's just kind of funny. All right, we have the connection to what's left hanging in limbo is the Three of Wands, which is being present in the moment. This can also be gifts. Maybe you're waiting for your ship to come in, right? Waiting for it to come full circle or come back around again. You could be waiting for a boat that leaves every so often. That could be the bus stop as well. And what's left hanging in limbo here is the Wheel of Fortune. And there's that energy of the Swords energy with the Sphinx and the sword and schooling the golden goose over there, while these other ones are being good. Look at that. They're being good doing their homework. They're the good little students over here. While there's the goose, right? who needs to be kept in check. This could be in school too, right? The one who's always talking out of turn, that the teacher needs to scold or put in the corner, they used to do, right? Or is this just your own self needing the part of you that needs to be kept in check? And again, my voice cracking was coming up in the beginning of your read. So whether that's you or somebody else you're dealing with, that's Libra energy. So you have Libra and Aquarius for sure. And this could be, one could be Libra, one could be Aquarius. And we'll pull a few cards for afterward. Let's see what comes up here. Okay, so the bottom of the deck for you here is the Seven of Pentacles. And they're daydreaming. The constant gardener comes up with this, but also in the SIRIAN Starseed deck, this is the Divine Feminine in the E Tower. But you could be assessing your worth to see how much you have to invest or what you want to do next, or you're just relaxing, perhaps retiring here and daydreaming a bit. All right, let's see where we start for Aries here. So we're going to start here with the Empress here. The Queen of Cups did come up. Today is the Queen of Cups energy, so we'll start with her. It's getting really smoky in here. So be careful. Actually, electrical stuff came up, sparks. So check your electrical outlets if you feel that's necessary, you know, if you're not sure about something, or just make sure you put out your candles, because that, not one spark, but multiple sparks are coming up like a short in something. Today is the 20th, so it's the Judgment card, which is right here, and the Queen of Cups. So you can read my Instagram message on that too. But we have the Queen of Cups, who's very loving, kind, and intuitive normally, if she's not reversed here. But she's keeping to herself to keep her energy clear, perhaps, or just doesn't want to know because she feels like it will knock her off balance, and she's perhaps not in that space to feel that way. This also could be someone keeping something from their mother or their boss. This also could be someone pregnant as well as this. This could be a mother and daughter who are pregnant at the same time, and perhaps one hasn't told the other yet. That can also be an older and younger sister pregnant at the same time. And then we have the star and the birds taking off here. And again, there's this nudity. Someone likes to be naked for sure. This could be someone at night going out in their own yard or out in the countryside. This could be a nudist colony as well. But someone likes, this can also represent just being fully authentic, but there is some nakedness here for sure. And maybe someone's feeling self-conscious, you know, perhaps when they're pregnant or after they had a baby and somebody else is walking around naked and it's making them uncomfortable. Perhaps somebody in the family here. The Ten of Cups and the sound of music is coming up here. The hills are alive with the sound of music. And there may be twins here, as we have the two being good over here, or two children who are being good little kids. So again, the emotional fulfillment here of the family, but we also have the devil coming up here. So there's codependency here, or a Capricorn, right? There's the need to break chains here. And there's the horns coming up for Aries. And the Lovers, which is Gemini. So you have all three of the air signs coming up for your read. You have the devil and the Lovers, which is the same card. Okay, with these two cards coming up. But it's the dark and the light of the Lovers here, and the connection between them. And again, you know, Michael, this Gabriel comes up in this card for me. So that God's messengers overseeing you, you are protected. So there's no need to worry there. But it's like, I'm just getting now that all of a sudden someone's free. Like he's confused. He was in chains just a minute ago, and now he's not. And she's looking kind of in wonder as well. Like, what happened? Like, I just woke up. And then again, the need to tame the inner beast, or the child, the pet, right? To not speak up when it's not their turn. And then assessing the situation, or just daydreaming how it could be, or of retirement. This could be a teacher saying, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. All right, so let's see. So yeah, fire's coming up big. So a lot of energy there. But it may not even be coming from you, because you're coming up as non-fire energy here, as the High Priestess. Yeah. I mean, these two could also be a couple, two feminine energies together. We have, there may have been news that came in here. We have the Knight of Swords underneath them with the Two of Cups. And then the Eight of Cups. There could be news about some arrows of love here, or a lot of back and forth. So let's see where that goes from here. All right, so we have Taurus, water. We have the Queen of Cups, so there could be some watery energy here too. And we already do have Pisces here in your energy, so you might have a lot of water in your chart, or maybe there's someone in your energy, like a child. So mother and daughter energy, or Taurus and Aquarius, Capricorn, Gemini, Leo, a lot in the underlying energies. But then you have a lot of Pisces here, Aquarius, and Libra in the main cards of the read. I'm starting to choke a little bit on the fire here because it's still going a mile a minute. I mean, The luck maybe because maybe there was a little fire that started and you're very lucky. You found it just in time. But again, this is the underlying energy. It's not going forward. So it may have been something you've experienced already. I was just getting the home fires burning as well. These energies are very serious, all three of them. Like there's no like joy here, which is changing. There could be an energy of a divorce with the two swords. They could be lawyers. But you're like in the middle between the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. And you're more like the Queen of Swords. This can be you as well in the work that you do. But again, there's that Nordic energy or Viking energy. Again, like this energy of militant, but also skiing, you know, so perhaps living around the mountains, perhaps someone dealing with avalanches, right? The guys who were involved with that movie were all the guys who, you know, were the security for the slopes who set off bombs and stuff like that. It could be just watching the movie, then that's why you're experiencing that energy. So let's see what else is coming up. The Seven of Pentacles and the underlying energy, that came right up. So that's the Empress and the Magician reversed. And remember the Magician fell out in the beginning? He's reversed. So that could be some kind of manipulation. She's upright, but there could be some manipulation around her. This could be a lack of tools, insecurity as well, right? The inability to manifest. But also could be Gemini, perhaps Virgo. And then here's rejection or a vulnerable child over here. And if this isn't the energy of this child, of being Gemini or Virgo, or even Aries, because sometimes the Magician will come up Aries for me, and it did come out of the deck in the beginning, so that could be you. And this could be vulnerability or a rejection, or this could be a child who's, you know, this could be a new baby who's crying a lot, or a child who's shy or insecure, or a spoiled child. So this could be a manipulative child trying to get their way by learning certain behaviors. And this is the Empress looks like she's just, you know, kicking back, trying to take it easy, have some time to herself and daydream a little bit. And again, there's Capricorn, Gemini, and Leo all right there. And then we have Taurus with the Empress as well. The Six of Wands there for Aries, November going into December 2023. I'm having a trouble taking deep breaths, partly because of the smoke from the sage, but also just having a little bit of, like, needing to catch my breath. I don't know if you're a firefighter. That could be coming in as well. All right, Aries, that's Six of Wands. Six of Wands, okay. We have the Eight of Wands is upright with the Page of Pentacles reversed. This could be a rescue of a child or a pet here too. And maybe a child started a fire by accident. Actually, my little brother did that when we were young in our backyard. We had a small boat that was, you know, overturned in the backyard. And he set a fire underneath that. And here's that Two of Pentacles reversed. So this is someone who's in need of help. Again, it could be someone who fell or tripped up or messed up, did something silly. And then there's a lot of back and forth, which can represent fire that's spreading. But it also can represent just a lot of energy and the arrows of love coming in to help. Right? And finding peace. I mean, everything's okay, but it maybe have been a good experience so that it wouldn't happen in the future. And again, there's a first responder coming in here. So again, I don't know if you're a firefighter and you're just dealing with this stuff on a regular basis, or if you had some kind of situation where you had to call, right, the fire department? Or is this just someone rushing home to help out? This also could be someone showing up, where then the child doesn't know what to do, and then they call the parent to come home or a sibling to come home and help them deal with it. We have the Queen of Swords in the foundation here. Aries, all right, so we have the Hierophant. So that could be a Taurus energy here. We do have the Taurus of the Empress over here as well. But this can represent a religious person, a religious organization, right? The boss, this is all boys club there, right? This can be the community leader, right? Societal norms, commitment, tradition, and starting over. No longer bored and no longer going to follow through to the end of the cycle, but start over. So this can be a marriage, but she could be also talking about these commitments. She could be giving guidance about starting over. And there's 2 4s here, both reversed. And this is about letting go and laying all the cards out on the table. It's about perhaps fixing the place up a little bit without a lot of resources, or making amends. They don't have a lot of money to spend, but maybe we could go to lunch instead of dinner. But starting over, trying to make amends. Oh, atonement was coming up in Instagram as well. Perhaps not sleeping and rising above, or awakening and coming out about it, right? Laying the cards out on the table. Perhaps for work. All right, I'm going to put these back in the deck, but the King of Pentacles with 3 of Pentacles is, very solvent here. He's doing very well. This is upright, so the work is good here. There's some kind of detox that was needed. Perhaps there was a small fire at work, right? And a lack of balance here. This could have been somebody worried that somebody started the fire on purpose. The 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. Why is it reversed? And you're coming up destined to happen. It had to happen. Again, someone's schooling the golden goose again. They needed to learn their lesson. So that's like, and this is reversed. So someone feeling like a failure, or didn't get there in time, or fell off the horse, fell off the wagon. This could be someone who needs attention. Someone who needs attention, or just doing things under the radar without telling. And I'm getting my brother under the boat right there. And also could be getting paid under the table. Right, because normally this is performing, and perhaps someone who's a performer feels like they failed, they didn't get people's attention, or they didn't get someone's attention in time. Being present in the moment here. Waiting for the ship to come in. And I'm getting someone literally like is looking at something that's no longer there anymore. And again, someone literally may have seen a fire take everything down. And that's another movie that was coming up about the amusement park and the fire. So again, some of this could be just you watching movies about this stuff. The challenge is the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Swords. And that's a bunch coming up. So we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups reversed together. So they may have experienced something difficult. The Ace of Cups reversed and the 10 of Swords upright. And that could be a loss of life right there. But again, you could be watching a movie, right? Because you're getting entertained. This could be, they could be grieving someone's death or an ending to something, whether it's their own, their relationship ending. But again, as fire keeps coming up. So whatever it has to do with fire, there's some kind of painful ending or ending pain. Sometimes this comes up as a massage. Maybe they're going through a lot of emotions, so they get a massage. And then that triggers emotions to come out, which is good, to flow. And then we have the crowning energy here is the, and this is all about emotions, you know, so it could be grieving people, but it could be people detaching from their emotions, and, or, you know, first responders who need to detach from their emotions to do their job. That was coming up last night or yesterday as well. The Nine of Pentacles. And there's the release of the prison here. So a release from worries and anxieties, a release from prison, as the Knight of Cups comes forward to offer love or kindness, friendship to the one who's been keeping to themselves. And that, did that come up in the under? Yeah, it's here. So the Two of Swords is between the Queen of Cups and the Empress here. And the Empress is upright, the Queen of Cups is reversed. And the Two of Swords here came up between them. So this is energy of like the water energy here, offering to the earth energy here. But the earth energy is trying to keep to themselves and not deal with anyone. Or maybe they don't want to know. But this Knight of Cups, and that could be someone's worried about a situation, they're afraid to get news about it. But it looks positive here. They've been released, and then someone's freed by this. So it looks like it's positive information. So what's coming up with the Judgment card here? Aries. The smoke is finally starting to clear. Still going. Look at that. It's still going. So here's that King of Pentacles coming up with the Three of Pentacles. Whether this is their workplace, this can be a church, any place of co-creation. It can be the gym, it could be the architect's office, or perhaps you're looking at plans for a home to rebuild here. This is helping out people who've had some kind of tragedy. Or maybe you're teaching people, you know, talking to people about, you know, wake up to these things. You know, you can't just not check things. Or again, it could be someone teaching someone on how to take better care or prevent this in the future. So this detox here, this could be someone coming in to detox the environment too, after a fire or after something else that happened. And then we have the High Priestess here. That's you. So why do you see yourself as the High Priestess? You feel defenseless to these energies. This Nine of Pentacles is very abundant here, right? Not only are they singly abundant, but they have a very abundant family, business, or community here. And this can be you, but you could also be feeling defenseless, right? Without proper protection or support. Or this can also be the energy of not needing an excuse, right? If other people attack you, or you just feel taken down by the energies coming into the planet, you don't necessarily need to get up and defend yourself. If you're being in your truth and a loving person, and that's who you are, and other people don't like it, you don't need to defend yourself. There's no reason for it. You know, you can stand your ground, but then walk away. Like, don't waste your time on other people who just don't agree with your perspective. You know, there could be, you know, other reasons. There could be jealousy here or other things like that. This also could be that, you know, the High Priestess can be the secret keeper. Perhaps you feel like maybe you have secrets of this family here. And perhaps you don't know what to do right now. You're defenseless to this. Or you have no excuse for what happened. And is it you who is involved with that? Or do you know a secret about somebody else not taking responsibility? Or someone scamming, like in that movie with the amusement park where it was just where the bigwigs of the country in Australia, including the premier, the prime minister, we're all in cahoots about making money off of this amusement park property. And all we're in cahoots about taking it down, you know, with the mob kind of energy. So, I mean, that could be this relationship too. So what's around you or how others might see you is the King of Swords. We're coming up at the Queen of Swords. And again, implementing a new plan, right? How to invest. This could be someone instructing the King of Swords on how to invest or telling him what to do. He doesn't look like someone who's likely to be told what to do. So he may not like that very much. But she's upright. And there's the judgment call. So she looks like she's either talking about it or actually instructing on how to invest or go forward with time, money, or effort in a cleanup here, or a wake-up call to help others prevent this from happening. So again, we have this Aquarius energy here. And then the block here is coming up as the Six of Pentacles is reversed in the clarifiers. And here's this energy of Atlas, which is the weight of the world on your shoulders, or working out too much, carrying too much weight, and then dumping all of that. So someone could have lost a lot of weight here, or dumping all the responsibilities or the burdens they've been carrying for a long, long time. They finally have justice here. So why is this a block for you? And this could be Libra energy. Right? So you might be on two sides of the situation. So if they dump their responsibilities and get justice, maybe that doesn't make you happy, but there's no defense here. And it has to do with this very wealthy or abundant family, business, or community, or legacy. And again, you're like the secret keeper here. So the High Priestess hasn't come up yet, I don't think, in the clarifier, so we'll have to see what position she's in. The World. Why is the World coming up for you? There's the end of conflict with the family, or an emotional cycle that's ending here. And again, the Sound of Music type family, that perfect picture of what a family should be. Ending conflict, but there's still frustrations here, or a lack of inspiration. And here again is two wand energies with the Ten of Cups between them. And that can be in the neighborhood. I was just getting Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. And again, this could be about a fire. If someone was dealing with a fire and there's not much left there, but this is a family who's got the right perspective, right? Because as long as we have each other, we have everything. So if there was some kind of damage in a fire, it's coming, you know, the best perspective is this, because it literally is bringing them full circle. The Three of Wands. And again, there's that Three of Wands of being present to nothingness. And the sadness, the loss, the heartache, or the inhalation of smoke. This could be also rain coming down, affecting the damage, not being able to assess it. And then the High Priestess is reversed. So this is about secrets coming out, or a lack of integrity, a secret passion here. After the war, or after an infection, and the need to walk away, but not being able to deal with emotions, or just really uncomfortable in the situation. And again, there could be some PTSD coming up here after some kind of trauma. And then the Wheel of Fortune here, which is destined, right? Someone needed to get to the one who's always talking out of turn, or the one who always gets all the attention, gets schooled. Maybe someone always got their own way. It was always easy for them. And maybe this was a lesson they had to learn, so something in the future wouldn't happen. But there's definitely someone learning a lesson here. And there's the Four of Wands reversed, which is an unstable home or a move, a visit. And we have Pisces reversed or Virgo reversed and Libra upright here. And also Pisces. There could be some negative talk or rumors at home, or rumors about a lack of stability or an improper foundation. And there we have the Queen of Wands upright and a near-death experience, perhaps. Let's see what else is coming up for you, Aries. All right, so we have the Three of Swords coming up again as the next card after the Wheel of Fortune there. So things turning in your favor, or were just destined to happen, so someone would learn a lesson. It was meant to happen. This person needed to experience this so that things wouldn't happen in the future. So it would change their destiny. And it's reminding me of my son, when he was learning how to drive, he kept turning left without looking. And even though, you know, he was being taught not to do that over and over again, one day he just wasn't paying attention and he turned left in front of a car and we got in an accident. But it could have been so much worse, right? So after that, he never turned left, right, without looking. So I'm getting that kind of energy regarding perhaps a younger child or person, you know, teenager perhaps. And then here we have the Ace of Swords, the truth shall set you free. I'm getting to this sword being pulled out of the heart. And then there's the Seven of Swords, which is that liar, cheater, thief energy. And here it's all about gypsies, tramps, and thieves, and shame and guilt here. Did that come up already? Nope. And then someone feeling guilty about it or sad. And again, there's that desolate. There's definitely been some destruction, or you're watching a movie about this. And someone offering help or charity or love here to get some rest. And perhaps from the Ten of Pentacles offering help here. This also can be, yeah, so this is a place of rest. This could be a rest home that's offering support here, or a hospital who's offering support and love in this difficult situation. And this is very multi-generational, so it can be a facility, it could be a wealthy legacy, or, you know, a donor who's offering to help. But again, perhaps so the guilty party was caught, or perhaps, you know, confessed. The Ten of Wands can be confession, but this is coming up as a block to you, confessing and then getting justice. The block is the inequity. The block for you is the worry about the lack of equity or inequity, right? Not sharing equally, not being fair. There's also release over here. Maybe you feel like someone's release from worries or prison was not fair. Maybe you feel like they didn't get enough punishment for something that happened, right? They got away with something. Maybe they just got a slap on the wrist, or they just got some kind of restitution, but no jail time, you know, that kind of thing. It just doesn't have to be even legal. Maybe it wasn't their fault, but they could have been more aware, is what I'm getting. The Three of Swords and the Ace of Swords for Aries. And there's the truth. So the truth comes in, will set you free, and that has to do with triumph as well. There's a lot of patient energy, so this could be a patient in a hospital as well. As information comes in, right? Perhaps new information, the whole truth comes in, and now the patient can heal. This also could be Sagittarius energy. And again, angels, the truth about angels, the truth about Gabriel, As Gabriel came up, where was the Lovers? So again, that Gabriel energy here, watching over everybody, God's messenger, God's closest messenger. And this is energy of like God's closest messenger messing up or feeling guilty. And again, this could be something that you experienced a long time ago where someone passed away. And perhaps their spirits come through to you and brought you a message, which brings up the guilt so that you would release it. And this is advice. This is shedding light on something, you know, help from a grandparent, a professional, or a Virgo person. And regard this like a ski slope again on the long way down. Did someone get hurt in a ski accident? And again, the avalanches are coming up. But I'm getting fire. You know, avalanches are like our ice. But they're telling me the power of the avalanche is fire, right? Even though it's all water, it's just as dangerous as fire in the power that it has. We have the Knight and Spirits connecting with me. We have the Knight of Swords reversed and the Seven of Cups reversed. So there's definitely grief here, sadness, regret. Perhaps that somebody didn't speak up sooner and all was lost, or their dreams were dashed. You know, letting go of emotional attachments to things. And again, even if it wasn't your fault, someone, if you were responsible at the place and something happened, you know, it's something coming back up so that you can heal from it. So you can release that energy, and Spirit's connecting with me. We have this Ace of Cups. This is forgiveness from the people who experienced the loss. The Ace of Cups. And there's the Two of Cups, right? Making peace, coming together, seeing someone eye to eye or face to face, and all works out well. This can be children. This could be a child that was lost, where the family has forgiven the other person. We have Leo, children, pets, sunshine, vacation, perhaps meeting up in a sunny place. We have the Queen of Pentacles and those out in the cold. So that she could be representing this Ten of Pentacles family, or the family were the ones who, you know, dealt with a loss. This could be an injury or illness, or just exiled from a family, business, or community or country. This can be a lack of affection or a breakup. Perhaps somebody with Gemini in their chart. And again, we have the Lovers and the Devil, right? The light and the dark of love, of intimacy. And then here's that energy of coming clean, an ex coming clean or getting clean or cleaning up their act. Or this can be someone also humbling themselves and coming back to help clean up, like literally. Offering to help after a tragedy here, right? The resistance to sudden changes comes up here as well. And then we have the Page of Wands reversed. You could be frustrated, or a seed that didn't take, not coming together, being antisocial, or just tired, or their energy all over the place, right? Unable to function in a social situation. The need to get up early, or dealing with deception here of withholding or saving, planning to start a new life but not telling others perhaps. And I'm really being focused on both of them are like gold coins down here, trying to magnetize, and yet there's a lot of rumblings here. Magnetism of the mountain. And again, I'm getting the avalanches energy here. And somebody's world turned upside down, literally thrown down the mountain. With, you know, no options but to let go. So teaching you how to let go. You have no control ultimately. The universe has control, right? It's teaching you, you know, the power of Mother Nature. You can't fool Mother Nature, right? There's no point in resisting Mother Nature. So learn that lesson about life in general. To go with the flow, pay attention, be present. And we have the Emperor here, who's kind of looking sideways at this situation. You know, hanging out, trying to be wise, working overtime to get the job done, dealing with some kind of falling out or a loss, or children put into a vulnerable situation here. And the inequity, the scam, the unfairness of it all. And the Nine of Cups reversed, a lack of satisfaction, right? That is not fair, maybe blaming yourself again. And we have the King of Wands. And this is so much about the Avalanche movie coming up, but it's the lessons around that, because they're both good men. The Emperor and the King of Wands are both coming up upright. They did all they can, but they're coming up as guilt. They have guilt they need to heal, right? For surviving or for not being able to save everyone, right? The wounded warrior, humbled. And then we have the King of Swords reversed. So he's reversed. She's upright, but he's reversed over here. And this could be someone who's been in the war as well, you know, a veteran. And dealing with a nightmare here of depression or arrogance. And then a bold move to ascend. And again, up the mountains, you know, this is energy of the snow and the big, what do they call, the big cats that go up the mountain. So let's see what comes up from messages of love. Aries, I feel like you're part of the first responders, but there are definitely secrets that come out. I don't know if you're dealing with the guilt or another person is dealing with the guilt. I don't know if the King of Swords was guilty about something and someone feels like they didn't get enough punishment, or the person who didn't get the punishment feels like they're not getting penalized enough because of guilt. And this is this energy of, this can be the good guy who's offering help to the situation, but it also could be a big wealthy conglomerate there, whether it's a family or a business or community, whose secrets are coming out here, right? They looked really upstanding, but now the secrets are being told. So Aries, since you're in the North Node, you're coming out with a lot of stuff here. And tell me more about, kind of want to know more about the Stampede of Unicorns. It's like the running of the bulls, except it's with unicorns. Right? Instead of the bulls taking out people, it's that angelic energy of the unicorns outing, like everyone getting outed, like one right after the other, that domino effect, but also showing forgiveness at the same time and compassion, okay? So Aries, you have stability. This relationship can stand the test of time and longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. And patience, everything will unfold in divine timing. And there's the lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. The bottom of the deck is mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. Okay, so this is if you're asking why you had to go through this, perhaps you were dismissing the red flags, and now you're no longer doing that. Very interesting. I want to pull one more card for you guys. Aries. And perhaps you feel like you messed up. I mean, you could be a first responder and you weren't able to save everybody, or perhaps you made a mistake and have felt really guilty about it. Perhaps you've been keeping secrets that now are out. And that doesn't have to be about you. It could be somebody else. And maybe you weren't given the secrets. Maybe you just knew. Maybe you feel like you could have done something about it if you had told. And look, the fire is finally going out. right, the running of the unicorns for Aries. 34 is that energetic exchange over here. And again, the running of the bulls over there, or the coming in, the first responders, the King of Pentacles comes up here. Now, interesting, the King of Pentacles is with the Three of Pentacles upright, and then the Nine of Pentacles sovereign, which could be a partner or a child, an independent child or sibling, is coming up with the family, right? The big conglomerate. This can be like the immediate family and the extended family versus the small company versus the big company. But we have big Pisces energy coming up with fire here, right? That energetic exchange. And we have three elements here because we have the King of Pentacles, who's a good, stable person who can definitely help out monetarily. And then this back and forth of energy and the flow of fish going back and forth, right? The contradiction between the fire energy and the water energy. And again, putting out fires, but very calm, like the first responders, learning how to be a first responder and stay calm in the face of danger. And there's that explosive tower energy, the 16, which is also Scorpio, and the 6 of Cups of the innocent children. That could be bad memories, right? So we have Scorpio and Pisces here. And you have Pisces in your energy right there. And the bottom of the deck is 19, which is the sun, and death energy or change. This could be a service that you've been to recently. And the Queen of Pentacles is back here too. And this brings up the Titanic. So again, it's bringing up all these tragedies. And it's like the collective tragedies coming up to be released. And this is Aries 22 with Leo here. And the Queen of Pentacles. The Sun. Right? So we're leaving that wounded warrior behind to go on to the Fool's journey instead with that, right? An open heart and a leap of faith. And that's being led by Aries, which is the Fool, is Aries. Okay, I think that's enough for Aries. Okay. It was just 1:44 on the clock. I just turned 1:45. So remember your water. Water is really important here. Water. Clear your throat. Get your rest. Joy and ground yourself. Get out in nature. You have the keys. You have the skeleton key to all your dreams coming true. Rise and be loved, and I'll see you next time, Aries. Wow. Bye.